Hello everyone. Today we'll be learning about something related to numbers, types of numbers that we know, and we'll be learning about new type of number, which is what we are going to focus on. Before we get into the topic, I just want to explain a basic concept. That is, in mathematics, any group of collection, any group or collection of things, places, like here we have group of stars inside a box, right? We have a group of trees here. You can see the picture of birds, different birds, but I can make a group or a collection of these birds by putting them into a, right? So when you say a word like group of things, group of balls, group of peoples, collection of stars, collection of cars, collection of houses, in normal language, we name it as groups, but in mathematics, we call them as sets. So now I would like to introduce the chapter that we're going to talk about, that is rational numbers. So what are rational numbers? Before we even get into the basics of rational number, let's have a quick recap on different sets of numbers that we know. Sets means group of numbers that we know. So the basic first type of numbers that we learn from a very lower age, from a very younger age, or from a lower grade, like say from fourth, fifth itself, is natural numbers. Natural numbers are those numbers which are called as the counting numbers, and you learn counting numbers in first, second, third itself, and you will learn to add and subtract. So natural numbers are counting numbers which starts from 1, 2, 3, and all the numbers beyond that. The next is whole numbers. Whole numbers have 0 and all the natural numbers. Okay, so if you can see, I have represented the natural number by alphabet n. So this n is representing set of natural number, means group of all the natural number. W is representing the set of all whole numbers. Can you see here? We are making these groups. The next is integers, which you learned in grade 7. Integers are group of all whole numbers, natural numbers, negative numbers, and 0. Correct? So integers are represented by alphabet I or Z. The set representing integers is represented by alphabet Z or I. Set for natural numbers is N. Set for whole numbers is W. Set for integers is Z or I. Okay. Now, if you see the rational numbers here, they have represented decimals. They have even put fractions. We have integers, we have natural numbers, and we have zeros. So what is a rational number? Rational number is a group of numbers which consist of all the natural numbers, 0, negative integers, positive integers, fractions, negative fractions, decimals, negative decimals. So all these numbers together in a group are called as rational numbers. The mathematical definition of a rational number is if any number can be expressed in the P by Q form. P by Q form means in a fraction form, where P is the numerator and Q is the denominator. If any number can be represented as a P by Q form, then it is called as a rational number. Then the first question that arises, can we represent 0 in P by Q form? Yes, 0 can be represented as 0 by 1. What about natural numbers? So natural numbers can also be represented as, suppose if I want to show 11. So 11 divided by 1. Okay. The main condition here for the rational numbers definition is that the denominator can never be 0. So that is the definition. Any rational number in the form of P by Q, where P and Q can be any integer. It can be any number, a natural number, a whole number, or an integer. Okay, but the denominator can never be a 0. So Q can never be 0. Okay, so then it is called as a rational number. So we know that a decimal can be represented as a fraction. What do I mean by that? If I have 0.156, I can represent it as 156 divided by 1000, and I can further simplify it, right? And I can write it as 78 by 500. I can further simplify it. So at the end of the day, I change the decimal into a fraction. So it is a rational number. Why? Because it is in P by Q form. So this is the basic definition, and we are going to look into the rational numbers, and we are going to talk about different types of rational numbers and operations that we can do with rational number, mathematical operations. Okay. The first type of rational number that I'm going to talk about is positive and negative rational numbers. So positive rational numbers are those rational numbers in which the numerator and the denominator, they both should be positive or they both should be negative. Then it is called as a positive rational number. Again, positive rational number means a rational number in which the numerator and the denominator, first of all, a rational number can be shown as p by q form, right? So the p and the q both should be negative or both should be positive. So let's take an example here. Suppose if I say minus 5 divided by minus 7. So what happens? These negatives gets cancelled off and that becomes a positive. 1 over 3 is a positive rational number. 2 over 9 is a positive rational number. 11 over 50 is a positive rational number. Negative 51 divided by negative 100 is a rational number, because for positive rational number, both p and q should be negative or both should be positive. Am I clear? Whereas when you're talking about a negative rational number, okay, then the numerator or the denominator, any one of them should be positive, then the other will be negative. Okay, so any one of them should be positive. So in p by q form, if I'm saying I'm taking my numerator as a positive 11, then my denominator should be a negative, any number with a negative. If my numerator is a negative, my denominator should be a positive. Right? Either one of them should be a negative. Then we are representing a negative rational number. For positive rational number, both of them should be positive. Both of them should be negative. Both means the numerator and the denominator. Whereas for negative rational number, either one of the numerator or the denominator should be negative. Hope this is clear. The first thing that we're going to learn is how to represent a rational number on a number line. Okay, so here it's 3 by 4. It is a proper fraction, right? So first we learn how to represent a proper fraction and then we learn to represent an improper fraction. Okay, so first is proper fraction. I'm taking positive rational numbers and then I'll teach you the negative rational numbers. So always you have to look at the denominator. Okay, and then based on the denominator, you divide the numbers, the space between the numbers into that many divisions. What do I mean by that? Let's say this is 0, okay, and this is 1 and this is 2. So the number of divisions between 0 and 1, including 1, should be 4. That means leave 0, start counting after 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1. Then after 1, again count 1, 2, 3, 4. Why we are taking 4 divisions? Because the denominator is 4. Okay, now we'll represent this. So after 0, the number is 1 by 4, then 2 by 4, then 3 by 4. 1 is nothing but 4 by 4. 4 by 4 is going to be 1. Okay, then 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4, and 8 by 4 is your 2. Correct? So which is our answer here? We have to represent 3 by 4. So that is the answer. Correct? Right? Let's take the next one. 8 by 3. Now the division between 0 and 1 should be 3. So 1 by 3, 2 by 3, and 3 by 3 is going to be 1. Then again, so 3 by 3, right? So after that it will be a 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 6 by 3 will be what? Yes, it's going to be a 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Then 7 by 3, 8 by 3, 9 by 3 will be a 3. So can you see between 0 and 1, I have two partitions, 1, 2, and the third one is 1. Then between 1 and 2, again I make 2 partitions, 4 by 3, 5 by 3, and the last one is 6 by 3. Then again between 2 and 3, 2 partitions, that is 7 by 3, 8 by 3, and the 9 by 3 is 3. So which number we have to represent? 8 by 3. So that's the answer. Okay, next. 2.5. There are 2 ways of representing it. Okay, that is, it can be written as 2 equals to 2 plus half, 2.5, or you can represent it as a mixed improper fraction as 5 by 2. Okay, I'm going to show this 2 plus half. So let's label it. Okay, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this denominator is 2. So I should have one division between 0 and half. 0 between the space 0 and 1, I have to divide into equal parts as 2 equal parts, right? So this is half, this is 1.5, this is 2.5, because after 2 and before 3, that is 2 plus half. So this number is going to be a 2.5. Okay, this is one way of representing. The other way of representing is you directly start from 0 and start labeling it 1 by 2, 2 by 2, 3 by 2, 4 by 2, 5 by 2, 6 by 2, 7 by 2. Yes, 2 by 2 is going to be a 1, 4 by 2 is going to be 2, 6 by 2 is going to be 3, right? But I need to show what? 5 by 2. So that's the answer. Either you can go by 2 plus half, means the number is between 2 and 3, or you go directly in the mixed form. Okay. Next, 1 3 by 4. So 1 3 by 4 can be written as 1 plus 3 by 4, or it could be a 7 by 4. Correct? 1 plus and 4 divisions, right? So it should be 1 2 3. The fourth is my 1. Then 1 2 3. The fourth position is 2. Okay. So after 1, it is the 3 by 4. So after 1, this is 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. So this is 1 3 by 4. Because it is 1 plus. So after 1, and it is between 1 and 2. Okay. Or you can go with 7 by 4. Right. Why did I show between 1 and 2, not between 0 and 1? Because it is more than 1. Because 1 plus 3 by 4. Now, the other way of writing it is 1 by 0, then 1 by 4, sorry, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4, okay, 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4, 8 by 4. You can show the 4 by 4 as 1 and 8 by 4 as 2. So this is your 7 by 4. So either way you show it, it's the right way. Now one thing, did you note that I have written the 0 on the left side and all the fractions are moving towards the right? Why? Because it is a positive rational number, and all the positive rational numbers or positive numbers will remain on the right side of the 0. Okay, let's take the next, that is negative integers. Okay, so negative integers will always, or negative numbers will always lie on the left side of the 0. So this time I'm going to put my 0 on the right extreme corner, because all my fractions are going to be the left side. So what is minus 2 by 5? So I'm going to label it like this. The number just on the left side of 0 will be a negative 1 divided by 5. Then negative 2 divided by 5. Then negative 3 divided by 5. Negative 4 divided by 5. Negative 5 divided by 5 is going to be a negative 1. Correct? Then negative 6 by 5. Negative 7 by 5. Negative 8 by 5. Negative 9 by 5. Correct? My answer is negative 2 by 5. Okay? Next, 7 3 by negative 7 3 by 4. I can directly show it, or I can write it as what? Negative 2 1 over 3, which is negative 2 negative 1 by 3. Okay, why I'm showing negative? Because I want to move on the left side. Okay, if I show plus, then it's going to move on the right. Okay, so it's between negative 2 and negative 3. First I'll show negative 3 7 by 3, and then I'm going to show the next part. Okay, so I've changed the negative 7 by 3 in a improper fraction, in a mixed form. Sorry, the improper fraction I've changed into a mixed form. Okay, so let's write this: 0 negative 1 over 3, negative 2 over 3, negative 3 over 3, negative 4 over 3, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. So if you look at this one, this is my 1. Negative 3 over 3 is 1. Negative 6 over 3 is negative 2. Sorry, this is negative 1. So after negative 2, I'm getting my negative 7 by 3. Correct? Same way, if I want to show here, it's 0. Okay. Then 1, 2, third is my 1, which is a negative 1. 1, 2, third is my negative 2. And this is negative 3. So it's 1 by 3. Okay. Negative 1 by 3. So this is negative 2 by 3. So it's between negative 2 and negative 3. Okay. So what did I do? I changed the improper fraction into a mixed fraction. Either you can directly go with this or you go with that. Okay. So it's between negative 2 and negative 3. Hope it makes sense.